Let's talk about decision. Now, at some stage, it's decision time. But it's not just about time. Making the decision involves an awful lot of different moving parts, and those moving parts typically are not just about who's involved. You've probably heard this phrase, who's the decision maker? Well, yeah, certainly there needs to be somebody involved, somebody needs to make a decision somewhere, but very often people don't make decisions in isolation. In fact, even when they are solo entrepreneurs, people who own their own businesses and operate their own businesses, often there's a silent partner somewhere, or there's a significant life partner, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, who might actually have a little bit of a say in what's going on in the decision, because they might well have a view on what it is their partner's doing on the day-to-day. So it's important to understand how decisions actually get made in the prospect's world. And that means really asking more questions, finding out what's really going on. So, Mr. Prospect, Mrs. Prospect, thank you very much for sharing with me what you've shared with me so far. In order to take things forward to the next step, experience tells me that it's a good idea to understand how it is that decisions get made around here. Now, it might well be that there's a fairly straightforward linear process where basically you say, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to spend, and then we just get on with it. But usually what happens in an organisation is that there's a little bit more to it than that. And, it might well be that we need to establish a timeline. When is it that this decision needs to be in place by? And that really is led by when it is the solution needs to be in place. So working backwards from when the solution needs to take place, when do we need to be making the decision? Now, why do we need to be making it then? What are the steps we need to go through? Does it need to go to a board of directors? Is there, somebody who needs to rubber stamp the decision? Who's involved in that? Why is it we make decisions in that way in this organisation? What I'm trying to establish, Mr. Prospect, Mrs. Prospect here, is I'm trying to establish what your process is so that I can make sure that I can align my process to yours so that we don't hit any stumbling blocks, so we don't hit any roadblocks, and I don't end up, unfortunately, not doing my best work on your behalf because I haven't understood how your organisation works properly. Does that sound fair to you? And that's really a great example of how to do the decision step. It's making it conversational, asking great questions, and really sounding like the professional that you actually are. You're a trusted advisor, so act like one. Understand the decision step, and it's much more than just understanding who the decision maker is. Understand how decisions get made, why they get made that way, when the decision needs to be made, and frankly, what decisions look like in this particular organisation. Align yourself with the decision step, and then you actually have a fully qualified prospect.